Friday morning, everybody. Hope you are doing well today. I just want to talk about praising God in the midst of what's going on. You're in a prison, you're bound, it seems like the world's crashing down on you. We go to book of Acts, chapter 16. Paul and Silas cast this demon out of this woman who was the means for some of those in town to make money. What happened? They got mad. They took them in front of the Romans, the authorities. They beat them. They put Paul and Silas in prison, and they give the order to the jailer, keep them safely, do not let them go. Verse 24 of chapter 16, having received this order, he, the jailer, put them into the inner prison, which was probably the darkest, loneliest, stinkiest just place of the prison, where there was absolutely no light, no life. And I'm sure it smelled bad. And fastened their feet in stocks. Now, I'm reading about these stocks and doing some studies here. And these stocks were these two wooden pieces with holes drilled, so their feet went down in it. They were shackled with these things. And it says it was more torture than anything. These men who were in these stocks couldn't sleep. A lot of the times they couldn't move, they couldn't walk. So you can imagine the pain and discomfort they went through. And I asked myself this question when I read that. I said, what stocks has the enemy put on my feet in my life to keep me bound, to torture me, to give me discomfort in life? And what have I done? Many times I can say I've sat and wallowed in my own self-pity. I've sat in my stocks and not moved. I've sat and I've been tortured, and I've allowed my joy to be robbed. I've allowed my just happiness and peace to be robbed. But what did Paul and Silas do in this moment? About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. These men, in the midst of being bound, tortured, beaten, uncomfortable, probably couldn't breathe because of the beating, they chose to sing and worship our Father, because they knew that no matter what, God would never leave them nor forsake them. And we can see that those chains were broken, the prison doors swung open, the earthquake happened, and in the midst of that, we can see a Roman soldier who said, "How can I be saved, me and my house?" He had seen that Paul and Silas worshiped. The prisoners had seen that they had worshiped in the midst of this torture and this pain, and those chains were broken. So know that you are more than a conqueror today. And those chains that bind you with worship and praise, they can be broken. God bless.